This guy came to visit his grandpa at the hospital, and what he experienced while he was there left him with goose pimples all over. What he witnessed was so scary that if he didn't record this video, no one would have believed him.
What?
He was the only one awake in the room when the hospital's heart rate monitor moved suddenly. Now things didn't stop there. This same hospital equipment kept moving closer to the bed where his grandfather slept while he took the video, with his heart pounding in disbelief. The air feels heavy, and while he tries to keep his breathing steady, he cannot get over what he just saw. Could it be a restless spirit, or an evil spirit looking to harm his grandpa? One thing's for sure, this guy will not wait around with his grandpa to witness this for a second time.
Big Dave is used to being the main big man in his house, so imagine his horror when he realised that his security camera caught something 10 times more powerful than he could ever wish to be. Just as his son was ready to raid the fridge at stupid o'clock, the security camera catches an unsettling ghostly apparition slowly walking in the other room. There's no mirror, no reflective surface, just an open plan doorway with plain walls. It could have been a family member walking past, but if the dude standing right in front of the camera appears perfectly clear, then why wouldn't anybody else? And let's be real, no normal person appears as a wispy, glowing blur. Big Dave might be the biggest man in the house, but whatever that was, it made sure he knew that his son was not the only one there that night.
Anyone with a little imagination can whip up their own Ouija board. Just like these bored co-workers who decided to have some late-night fun with a used pizza box. But let's just say, this pizza box cursed them even harder than Andrew cursed them, and it didn't need to involve the police. After their shift, now back at home, this cheerful crew of late-night pizza necromancers decided their pizza box Ouija board was ready for action. But do they even realize what they've created? Here's a rule worth remembering. Never use a Ouija board at home. Why? Because it's like leaving the door wide open for spirits to waltz right into your personal space. And once they're in, cutting the connection can be a nightmare.
Okay, let's spin around in like 3 circles. Is there anybody here? I don't know what's going to work or not.
Any old whiskey glass can be used to point to the letters, and the dude seems to know some of the rules to use a Ouija, but again, do they even know what they might be bringing into their lives?
What is your name? S U S A Susan.
Their pizza box board works perfectly. Oh boy, this is probably not a good idea.
Are you a good spirit? move it now. What do you want? D A N N Y Danny. What does that mean? Who is Danny?
Susie wants Danny, and when they ask her who he is, she leaves immediately saying goodbye. Why in the world would they keep playing, for God's sake?
Is there anybody here? Don't move it. Is this Susan? Are you a good spirit? What is your name?
Not Susan, and not a good spirit. And they keep playing. What is wrong with these people?
J O H John.
But wait, it gets worse.
And don't just let your hand rest on it. What do you want? Was it K? K? I? L? Kill. I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Did you guys move it?
No.
Are you sure?
I didn't fucking move it.
I wasn't even touching it really.
What's that?
Shit. Here, take this.
Don't! Jackson! Fuck!
Oh God.
You okay?
Jesus. Jesus.
Nope. This is just totally nope. A used pizza box, an old whiskey glass, and suddenly it starts moving by itself on the floor after some ghost named John told you he wants to kill. And then bravely or foolishly you rush off to see who is making noises in your closed bathroom. Nope. Just nope. If this whole thing was a setup or some fancy trick, it sure does look real. And if not, what really happened to Jackson in the bathroom? I don't think I really want to know.
This guy can't seem to catch a break. He works the long graveyard shift hours as a security guard for a leisure centre in his Spanish town. He and his work partner spent their evenings waiting for something to happen that never does. Or does it? Because after a while, his co-worker started taking less and less shifts, telling him that he felt as though things around him were messing with his head. The longer he worked there alone, the more he'd wish he heeded his partner's warnings.
Puta madre, coño. Joder.
The activity could have been achieved with some pulled strings, but where would anyone be hiding in that tiny room to pull them undetected? These kinds of things happen throughout the entire leisure centre, activity normally centering around the children's play areas.
Su puta. Bueno. Algo raro.
You could say it's unbalanced weight, but it is not suspicious that two things topple over in the exact same fashion. He mustered up the courage to carry on doing his usual rounds, and as you probably guessed, it only got more hair-raising.
Mira, la puerta esta. ¿Por qué está encendido? Hostias. ¿Hola? 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 Hostia, me piro.
Luckily for him, after this downright horrifying experience, the Christmas holidays rolled in, and he got some well-deserved chill time. Well, that was until he realised whatever had been haunting him at work might have followed him home.
Hola, buenas, feliz Navidad. Aquí en la casa de mis padres esperando a ver, para darles una sorpresa a ver ahora cuando vengan, que no saben que estoy aquí. ¡Hostias!
When he went back into work afterwards, he tried his best to stay away from the kids' area, hoping that if he just kept away from the hotspots, he would be fine. But he couldn't have been more wrong. The scariest part of this video is right at the end when the rowing machine handle continues to move. But it's not the swaying, it was the fact that it spun around and came to a complete halt. As it began to gently bounce up and down, he was hit with the undeniable realization that someone or something was holding onto the bar. He hot-footed it back through the building, hoping to happen upon something less petrifying, but as he stumbled past the kids' area once more, he was drawn towards one of the playrooms, which was when he witnessed his last straw.
Perfect. Ay, su vieja. No jodas, no. ¿Qué serán? Se oyen cosas, macho. Ay, su... Joder. No jodas, macho. Ya. Perfect. Carrito, macho. Uy. No, esto ya es muy raro.
The toy truck rolling by itself might have been the final straw, but it was that silent, empty building refusing to stay silent that pushed him to his limit. Whether these clips were the result of something messing with him from the shadows, or something far worse trying to latch on, one thing's clear: whatever's haunting that leisure centre isn't finished with him yet.
Ay, su vieja.
Have you ever felt someone is creeping up behind your back? Watch this. Redditor Jimena jumped up exactly because she felt someone was creeping up on her, and then touched her on the shoulder. If you look closely, you can see the disembodied hand that did it. Dolls have been bringing joy to children and adults for thousands of years, but they are also curious objects, which sometimes seem to have a life of their own. Reports of dolls acting on their own, being possessed, or haunted by ghostly spirits are many. This Reddit user has a large collection of dolls, but look closely.
Make it stop. Can you make it go to blue? What the f?
It was the doll on her bed all along. Did you see it? Would you share your bed with a doll that seems to move on its own?
While filming this eerie video, this paranormal team found themselves in way over their heads. They were called in by the neighbours to investigate the decrepit remains of what was once a cosy family home. Throughout the 90s, the house you're about to see was apparently tormented by some kind of malevolent spirit. The family tried everything they could to escape the jaws of their own personal hell, but it was no use, and a priest eventually had no choice but to remove the family entirely and condemn the house. It stayed mostly dormant for a good 2 decades, But nice things can't last forever, can they? Check out what found inside.
Só revisar o silêncio aqui, ó. O clima aqui tá muito pesado, mano. Muito tenso aqui hoje. Isso? Isso, cara. Aí, não, peraí. Não, vem pra cá. Vai. Não, peraí. Nossa. Vai. Que isso, cara? Tá louco, velho? Nossa. Você é louco, irmão? Aqui, ó. Eu quero que cada um de vocês não faça essa obra. Cada um de vocês faça a oração da religião sua, fazendo baixo agora, tá? Vai. Mano, eu tô sentindo mal. Caramba. Tá ferrado. A gente já se retirou da casa. Que isso? Tô nervoso, irmão. Ó, vai só. Nossa. Aqui, Joe.
Que isso, cara?
Joe, vai. Desliga a câmera, desliga. Não dá. Desliga.
While there wasn't much poltergeist activity going on as they toured through the building, they noticed that something was just a little off as the EMF reader started to go a bit crazy. And then they heard some ungodly crashing sounds, which was when they realised that the horror might not be inside the house, but up on the roof.
O clima aqui tá muito pesado, mano. Muito tenso aqui hoje. Isso, cara. Aí, não, peraí. Não, vem pra cá.
Vai.
Não, peraí. Nossa.
You're probably thinking that there might have just been a crackhead smashing it up or something, but the team made their way outside and looked up and saw absolutely no one.
Louco, velho. Nossa.
So how can the roof carry on smashing through itself? Unless there was some kind of controlled demolition going on, but you at least need some kind of equipment for that. No wonder the priest had to get the original family out. No amount of holy water can go up against shrapnel flying at your face.
This terrifying footage comes straight from a haunted house in Apodaca, Mexico. So crazy, it was even featured on Netflix's Haunted Latino America. The house's grim past? A soldier's daughter was tragically snatched, leading to a chain of events so dark it's hard to believe. After years away in the USA, the soldier returned home only to uncover his wife's betrayal. In a moment of rage, he ended her life and left her to rot in the closet. Fast forward to today. Paranormal investigator Ricky, urged on by his fans, decided to do a live stream exploration inside this creepy-ass property. But what he captured on camera was enough to make even skeptics think twice. Let's watch.
No mames, aquí se escucha algo, Si quieres que me vaya, haz algo, que yo me dé cuenta que estás conmigo. Significa que está cerca, Haz algo. ¿Quieres que me vaya? Haz algo. No me puedo ni mover. Abre la puerta si estás conmigo. Abre la puerta si estás aquí en este momento. No más, está más fuerte, más fuerte. Cada vez que esto suena, esto hace movimientos, no sé. Voy a tirar esto. Lo voy a tirar, ¿eh? Se está moviendo su dirección.
How freaky. Did you hear it? A disembodied female voice breaks through, whispering something out of a nightmare. Considering the dark history of that place, check the wardrobe. Of course, after hearing this, he jumps up like the bed's made of lava, while the thermal scanner starts flashing for fun. And just when you think it can't get any creepier, the wardrobe starts shaking faster than your mum's favorite toys. Naturally, the skeptics in this live stream came in hot. "It's just you wobbling the camera, Ricky," they typed, probably from under their own blankets. But Ricky wasn't about to let them get the last word. Determined to prove he wasn't pulling a fast one, he moved closer to the wardrobe. And that's when things went from spooky to straight up chaotic.
¿Para dónde quieres que me vaya? Dicen que no es lo que se mueve, que es la cámara. Ok, vamos a hacer algo. Entonces, voy a poner la cámara justo aquí. Y ustedes, ya no estoy yo. Ok, no la estoy moviendo. ¿Quieres que me vaya de tu casa? Córreme de tu casa. Sácame de tu casa.
Yeah? Didn't think so. It's clearly the wardrobe shaking, not the camera. And if you thought there was someone behind the wardrobe moving it, check this out.
No, está en la gorra. Vamos a darle este. ¿Y cómo le hago? A ver. ¿Cómo lo meto? ¿Así nomás o qué? ¿Así? ¿O cómo le hago?
No one to be seen, and absolutely no space for anyone to hide behind the wardrobe for that matter. We get a crystal clear view of the wall, the surrounding areas inside the wardrobe, and even behind it. Yet it moved all on its own. How? Was it a spirit from the house's tragic past, still restless after all these years, or is there something even darker lurking within those walls? One thing's for sure, Ricky's live stream didn't just entertain, it downright terrified his audience. What do you think caused this eerie spectacle? A clever hoax or actual proof of the paranormal? Let us know your thoughts.
Some people chase clout, others chase adrenaline. This guy, he's chasing things that don't even breathe right. In the dead of night, he charges into darkness after something unexplainable. No backup, no flashlight, just a camera and a death wish. Posted by 3AMR, a channel that basically makes horror a lifestyle. This clip is the definition of "I've made a huge mistake." He creeps through a maze of abandoned buildings like he's haunting trauma on purpose. And as the breathing gets heavier, the air thicker, something lets him know he's not alone. Watch this.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وش ذا؟ بسم الله. وش بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وش ذا؟
As he keeps creeping through the unfinished parts of the building, something catches his eye. A shimmering in the dark. He pans his torch across the concrete, and there it is, something humanoid. Lurking just a few steps away, its glowing eyes locked onto him like some giant predatory cat. Only this thing was the size of a full-grown man, and definitely not purring. Tall, dark-skinned, and clearly not thrilled about being spotted, the creature just stares from the corner like it's sizing him up for dinner. So naturally, our guy charges straight at it. Yep, full sprint, straight at the monster, in its own domain. He never catches it, obviously, just ends up deeper in the belly of the building, with nothing but shaky breath and a whole lot of regret.
حطينا في بيت موجود. وش ذا؟ تشوفون؟ في شيء يتحرك هناك. في شيء يتحرك. بسم الله. تشوفون؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وشو هذا؟ له كل لمبة بس. بسم الله. بسم الله. ما ادري وشو. بقرب له. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. كان في شيء موقف. أنا تهيأ لي. بسم الله. اللي كان هناك بنفس المكان اللي قبل شوي جاي هنا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أحس في أحد هنا. هذه الفتحة قبل شوي جيت معها. بسم الله. بسم الله. هذا كان غريب مرة. ها تشوفون؟ بسم الله. تشوفون؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. كم ورا هنا طيب؟ بسم الله. أبى أقرب. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. في صوت هنا. بسم الله. وين اختفى؟ بسم الله.
Just when he thought it was over, he spotted it again, glowing eyes staring from a half-built structure, still as ever, watching. He tried talking, maybe hoping to make sense of it.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله.
but the second he got too close, it vanished. He searched the building top to bottom, but there was no one there. Then, just as he stepped outside, he saw another one, same glowing stare. This time, from across the street, he turned around, and yet another pair of eyes was now in the building he had just left. That was his cue. Whatever these things were, they were ready to do something scary. Would you stay to find out? Yeah, no chance.
One thing that most paranormal investigators agree is that ghosts are usually alone. It is far more rare to see ghosts in groups than just walking around, looking lost. And this next scary video might be the perfect example of that. Take a look. The lonely figure behind the door seems sad and lost. We have to wonder if it is the spirit of someone who never got home back to his loved ones. Its head is bowed, and it seems to shuffle in what appears to be a depressed state. It must be very frustrating to be dead and unable to show yourself clearly to anyone. So it's not surprising that this ghost does not feel very happy about its own existence. Apparently, humans aren't the only ones who love the thrill of taking their vehicles for a ride at night. Check this out. The video is as strange as you may think, as we watch a bike perfectly packed to the side start to steer and moved on in a curved manner, as though someone or something was trying to take it for a ride. Sadly, it falls over, and the spirit seems to have given up. Would you be willing to share your property with the unseen, or pack as soon as possible? Many believe that when a child dies, their spirit remains lost in our realm, perhaps because they have to wait for their parents to die first, or perhaps because they were too young to be judged as either good or evil. Would that explain the scary video you're about to watch? The viewer who sent us this video mentioned that the school staff cleaned every room upstairs before heading downstairs, and none of them saw any kids at that time of night. What is clear to anyone is that whatever that shadowy child was running on the upper floor, it moved way too fast to be an ordinary human being. So if not human, what was it then? And why is it there at this ungodly hour?
When Amelia moved into her home, she was over the moon with it, but she knew it needed a few renovations. One of the main culprits was a particularly rattly floorboard, but when she lifted it up to try and nail it down properly, she saw something that stopped her in her tracks.
Whoa. I noticed that there's nothing actually holding this floorboard down, so when you walk on it, it rattles a lot. So I looked underneath the floorboard to see where I could, nail it down again. But I had to get my camera out because... Can you see that? That looks like something buried to me. It's wedged under the old floorboards. I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh man, that's awesome. I'll be able to get this out. I'm gonna have to cut this because I'm gonna need both hands to get this out because it is wedged in there. Okay, so I think it's coming out. It looks like it's got gold on it. Oh, it's coming. is filthy. How long do you reckon that was in there for? It's definitely a book.
Does it? And it absolutely wasn't, because this is what started happening in her home after she unearthed all of that history. Some commenters were a bit suspicious of whatever fell over on the wall, some even accusing her of throwing it herself and palming it off as paranormal activity, so she posted a zoomed-in version. Either those headphones were dangling on a hook in the middle of a wall, or they were floating before being dropped. Yeah, a lot of this could be recreated with good props and some string, but something about it all seems so real.
This girl was casually filming bugs in her room, probably expecting nothing more than some gross footage of insects. But then, things took a strange turn. Suddenly there's an eerie, unfamiliar noise coming from behind her. She spins around, and whatever was just a normal video of bugs becomes something much more unsettling. Take a look.
Currently crawling on my wall. There's 1, 2, and 3. I really have no idea where they all came from. It's so annoying. Look at this little dude. Oh, what the oh my god. What the fuck?
Just as she's recording, an object seems to be yanked by an invisible force, like someone or something wanted her attention. Bugs might have been her focus, but now it feels like something else is there, something that doesn't want to stay hidden. Maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe she stumbled on something she was never meant to find. Whatever it is, one thing's for sure. It's not just bugs she needs to worry about from now on.
Dogs and cats have a curious relationship with the paranormal. They seem to see stuff we can't, and often they are attracted to these events, as is the case with this adorable hot dog.
We chose was the taiga border forest, which is located in Russia, northern Canada, and...
But did you catch that? Look behind the window, to the left of the boy's head. What is that? Some intruder outside? Something else? What would you do in such a situation?
Picture this. You're working a late night on your farm, when suddenly you spot something sus, lurking behind the shadows. As you stare harder trying to figure out what it could be, you think it's a lost animal who probably needs help. But as you look closer, you see that it isn't an animal, but something far weirder. Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it? The farmer had to go and call all his farmer friends after realizing it wasn't one but many weird creatures. From thinking they were dealing with a stray animal to realizing they were surrounded by a group of bizarre, humanoid figures straight out of a nightmare. With their elongated limbs, unsettling movements, and those impossibly small heads. It's safe to say this wasn't your average barnyard mystery. Could these be actual cryptids caught on camera, skulking around in the shadows? Or even scarier, a tribe full of people with a peculiar taste for, well, humans. Either way, the farmer and his squad did the only sensible thing. They got out of there and left these unsettling creatures to whatever creepy business they were up to. What do you think? Cryptids, something paranormal, or an explanation even stranger? Drop your theories in the comments, because this one's going to keep us up all night. This woman always knew there was something else sharing her home besides her dogs. They would bark towards nothingness so frantically, she thought they were intruders. But no matter how many times she went out to investigate, no one was there. One night, though, she realized that those intruders she suspected might not be quite human. Take a look.
My door just keeps opening by itself. Watch, here, look. Nobody. Nobody in this house. Nobody. Now watch. Look, let me close this door. Watch. 3, 2. Oh, heck no. No. Okay, God. Look. Nothing. Dogs barking and everything.
The door is clearly one that requires you to turn the handle before opening, so it wouldn't have been pushed open, and you can see someone or something rattling the doorknob before it slides open. You already know that there's no one in the house but her, and you would have heard the footsteps or seen the shadow of someone if they were helping her fake the video. And why are the dogs barking so urgently? Can they sense something none of us can see?
Remember when you were a kid and everyone around you had some kind of spooky legend surrounding a haunted house? All the dares for you to spend the night stuck in an abandoned house, supposedly brimming with everyone's worst nightmares incarnate. Well, this guy over on Blessed Barter's TV decided to take those dares well into adulthood. And he didn't just stay overnight. He stayed for a whole week. He did a full 7 days shacked up with the ghoulies and ghosties of an old fabled building. And it's not going to be a surprise to you that he had an absolutely hair-raising terrible time. To make things even worse, somehow there's a creepy old doll involved, just watching from the kitchen table.
A ver si enfoca esto. Ahí está.
According to him, whatever entity lurks inside the house responds aggressively, and he thinks that Hellspawn, doll, has something to do with it. Doesn't help that whenever he points the camera at the doll, it struggles to focus. But regardless, he gets on with his 6th day in the house, trying all sorts of methods to make contact. But it turns out that he didn't even need to bother with all of that, because all hell broke loose without any equipment needed.
Lo prometo. Esto me está sobrepasando, tío. ¡Eh! ¡Otra vez no puede ser! Dios mío, ¿qué cojones está ocurriendo, por Dios? Por Dios bendito de mi alma. Detectó. Dios mío.
First of all, who or what opened that cupboard door? There's nowhere for anyone to hide in there, in the cupboard or the actual room for that matter. It's so small. And don't even get me started on the doll. There's no shadows cast on or around the table, or the porcelain nightmare. So what the hell happened? How did it move like that, around in almost a perfect semicircle, When he sat down and tried to collect his thoughts after all of that mess, he realised that the whole thing might be more serious than he first thought.
Voy a intentar hacer otra vez.
After a while, this guy starts to lose his grip on reality, but the four walls weren't finished with him yet.
No puedo más, tío.
How the hell did that happen? He springs up to investigate and ends up drawn back to the doll. He resorts to performing a basic cleansing ritual on it, covering it in holy water. But that was when his nightmare got a whole lot worse.
Dios mío. ¿Estás ahí? ¡Ay! ¡Hostia! ¡Hostia, hostia! ¡Hostia! Dios mío, lo que acaba de pasarme, Dios mío.
As if it wasn't already bad enough, while he's trying to recover from that lethal throw, this is what the spirit box comes out with.
No me fastidie. No me fastidie, por Dios. Dios mío. Está ahí. Lo acabo de escuchar. Me lo ha dicho.
The entity has to be messing with him. And the worst part? He stays there for a whole other day. It's not often that someone is able to catch a possible paranormal attack on camera. So God knows what happened after that. If you want to watch the full series of this guy sauntering around a haunted house, head on over to Blessed Bastard TV on YouTube.
Prisons, hotels, and hospitals are some of the most haunted places on Earth. The reason is probably associated with the fact that many more people die in these places than in ordinary homes.
Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even... Huh?
It's just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right.
We got a chance for the haunted. Yeah.
Oh god.
It's like...
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get a finish eating my sandwich.
It feels like we're getting on a... You nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because it's hard.
Are you nervous?
Have you seen anybody in there?
That was evil. You knew what you did there.
I knew exactly what I was doing. What? What?
Chloe just spooked herself.
These hospital workers seem brave enough to go record the paranormal activities reported in their place of employment. The long, dark and abandoned hallway of the ER seems a little terrifying, even for people who spend most of their time trying to save people's lives. But that banging, was it one of the nurses trying to play a joke on her companion?
Oh, it's a doll. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a little doll. It was training.
Oh, it's a train doll.
Put it here.
Still weird though.
But wait for it. These healthcare pranksters are about to get the surprise of their lives.
It was training.
Oh, it's a train doll.
Put it here.
Still weird though.
It's weird. Yeah, look at her.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's freaky. Let's go. Upstairs. It's way upstairs. Yeah, that's upstairs. Sorry, I thought you were. I felt you were like right behind. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera or in the reflection.
God, I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God,
What is going on in this hospital?
Oh, the lights are on. Go in. Go in.
Oh, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Do it.
They look like evil eyes. You guys gonna come in with me?
Yeah, of course we're gonna go in with you.
Thanks. Ooh, this feels weird. Was that you?
Yeah.
This room feels weird. I don't like this. Ooh. Oh! The curtain moved.
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
No,
It moved.
it
It
didn't.
moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
On that unoccupied part of the hospital where all the lights are out, a curtain moves by itself. This time it's no prank, no joke, just a totally bizarre and unexplained poltergeist. We all remember Chucky, the killer doll, right? Well, what if I told you there is a real animated clown doll out there waiting for everybody to turn the lights off in order to begin its demonic dances? Johnny El Succhio, the person who filmed this amazing document, does not give us any details about the origin of the video, but the video speaks for itself. This clown doll seems to have a mind of its own, even looking around trying to figure out where it is. Is that doll the disembodied spirit of someone who passed away, called momentarily into a doll's body, only to abandon that body when it realizes it came to the wrong place? You be the judge.